Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Still a little sick. My voice still a little fucked up. So, you won't be hearing any crazy screaming or shouting or screeching from your boy today in this video. But, nevertheless, I am here to talk about Attack on Titan, Chapter 139. Yes, I read the chapter yesterday. Lovely, lovely read. Was it, though? That was fun. Good stuff there. And, I needed to take some time. And I recommend all of you guys as well take some time to sit on this chapter. Really think about it. Think about what your thoughts and opinions are about this chapter. And if this chapter really changes the series as a whole for you. Because if I'm letting you know, it doesn't. It doesn't really. I still love Attack on Titan. It's still one of my favorite series. And probably one of the best series that I've ever checked out. But the ending, it doesn't really do much for me. It doesn't really change all that much. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about 139, that chapter. I've been on the internet. I've been on Twitter. I've been in Discords. I've been in Reddit. I've been all over the place, gathering ideas, opinions, reading posts, all that shit, trying to form my own opinion about what I think about this ending. And really, like we're gonna do, spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about the whole last arc, really, because, let's face it, you can't really pin the whole ending of Attack on Titan on this one chapter, on chapter 139. The whole final arc, the whole, last 10 chapters, maybe, they were all leading to this point. We should have all seen this coming, really. Yes, the last chapter, chapter 138, before 139, 138 had a lot of us thinking, hey, maybe... My voice, dude, I'm so sorry. Maybe everybody gets fucked up. We have Gabby, John, Connie becoming Titans. Everybody's becoming Titans. People are losing their shit. It gives us a little hope that maybe the world is going to get fucked over after all of this. But as you find out in chapter 139, that's not the case. And we do get a relatively happy ending. An ending that I don't know if I agree with, but it's kind of happy. So, without further ado, Attack on Titan 139, the review, discussion, recap. I don't know what I'm going to call this video, but let's do this shit. I look back at the last, 10 chapters, we'll call it. The last 10 chapters, and I think about what was missing the most and what we could have really needed in these last 10 chapters to, have a nice concrete ending, minimize plot holes, all that bullshit. And what we probably really needed the most was Eren dialogue. That's really what we needed, man. I feel like if we get more Eren dialogue in these last 10 chapters, it changes the arc completely. It changes a lot of shit, I feel like. Because one of the main complaints I'm hearing a lot of people talk about is the Eren-Mikasa relationship. Not really fleshed out, and how that's kind of a crutch that you just throw in at the last chapter, which doesn't really bother me that much, but I definitely see the criticism. I think we definitely, and plus 139 is the Eren chapter. It is. This is the first time in a while we finally hear this dude talking to my boy Armin in the fucking paths. They're doing that bullshit. I feel like he needed 2 chapters, bro. He got half a chapter to talk about all the bullshit, everything that was going on in his mind, all that shit. And yeah, that's something I definitely thought about for a while after reading the chapter. How different it could have been if we got more Eren dialogue throughout the whole 10 chapters. Because like I already said at the beginning of the video, you can't blame the ending on this last chapter. This last chapter was inevitable. The path that we were going on was always gonna lead towards my boy Eren dying, the Code Geass ending. I said this shit a million times. We're probably gonna get a Code Geass ending, and it happened. Happened a little differently, because now the whole island has an army and shit, and conflict continues, which is a theme that was always teased in Attack on Titan. So that's kind of cool that that plays out still. I don't agree with it, because my boy Eren had the power. He knocked out 80% of the population, right? He could have just did 99%, right? If he really wanted to, he could have. He had that power. He had the opportunity to stop all conflict on the whole world. But he just didn't. He just said, okay, 80%'s enough. Mikasa, chop my head off, and we'll get rid of the Titan power, and everything will be nice and good. So, I don't know how I feel about that, man. I really don't. I've started to compare it to, like, other anime endings and all that stuff. Like I already said, Code Geass, very similar to that. I was also thinking about Evangelion. I don't know if it's the movies. I think it's the end of Evangelion movie when, like, this is a spoiler, by the way. Yeah, I kind of just, fuck, oh well. Yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't watched Evangelion. When Shinji and he just annihilates the whole world. I think he commits mass genocide and just fucks everybody up. And it's just him and Asuka. I think they're the only ones alive. Yeah, that's something I would have loved to see in Attack on Titan, if I'm being real with you. I would have loved to see that. If Eren truly, you know, wanted to be with Mikasa and all that shit, and he didn't care about anything else, this dude should have just fucking stomped the world, killed 99% of the people, right? Left everybody on the island. Sure, that's good shit there. They'll probably be really pissed off at you because you just, you know, just fucked over the whole world. But hey, you get to live with Mikasa. That's good shit there. I would have liked to see that. That would have been a really fucked up ending though. So I don't know if a lot of people would have liked that. I would have loved that shit though. But I feel like another thing, kind of what I just said, this ending, I feel like it's the safe ending, right? I feel like it's the safe ending. I feel like this is the ending that everybody's okay with. Not a lot of people hate it, but not a lot of people like it. Not a lot of people love it. I feel like this is the okay ending. This is the average ending, right? That everybody would have been the most okay with. I rate the ending personally. If I had to rate this very chapter, it was a 7 out of 10. I said it in the stream last night, or the video, not the stream. But if I had to rate the whole final arc, yes, the rumbling is badass, and it could have been really badass if he just fucked everybody up. But I mean, some of like the storytelling and some of the, like, you know, character development and all that shit in the last 10 chapters or so, it becomes a maze, bro. Like, things are getting switched up left and right, and nothing's really starting to make sense anymore. There's only a handful of characters that I can say were consistent throughout the whole final arc. Levi, I'm so surprised this dude lives. I don't know why. I can't believe this dude lives, man. I really don't. Reiner, he kind of remains consistent. He does. Yeah, he remains consistent for sure. And I mean, I would throw Armin in there. Kind of. Armin has basically, I would say Armin has the best character development in the whole series. Yeah, and it makes sense. It really does. But as for everybody else, man, it's just really weird. It's just really weird, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think Gabby and John and all of them, the whole Titan squad from 138, they should all be dead, man. I don't know why they're alive. Again, the worm. What the fuck happened to the worm, bro? It just disappeared, just like that. Ymir said, all right, Eren's dead. This is cool. We're done here. And just evaporates the worm. So, you know, there's a lot of things left to be desired in that department for sure. But it's just, there is a lot left to be desired as a whole from this ending. Do I see this getting retconned? I don't know, man. I don't know if the anime has a different ending. I don't think it does. I'll be real with you. Does it get touched up like years down the line? I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I've seen that. I've already seen that on the internet a bunch of times already. Do we see a different ending for Attack on Titan? I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Like I said, now that I look back at how this final arc should have gone and what Eren's and everybody's main goals were at the end of the day and how it truly ended, I kind of would have just loved to see, you know, a fresh restart of the world with my boy Eren and Mikasa, the only ones alive. That would have been badass. In my opinion, that would have been badass. But, oh well, this is the ending we got, and we gotta live with it. I like it. I like the ending. I really do. There's just a lot of shit left to be desired, man. There really is. And that's unfortunate, and that's why we have Discords, and we have Reddit, so we can fucking theorize this shit. You love to see it. But I mean, dude, overall, It's the last 10 chapters. We're closing in. It's like this. It's like a graph. Can you imagine a graph? We're just closing in chapter by chapter on the different possible endings of Attack on Titan. By like 138 and 137, we should have known that, you know, Eren was probably still going to die no matter what. And there was going to be this reset, or not this reset, this Titanless universe that we were going to get. One of my biggest gripes with this chapter is that Eren basically died for nothing, right? He basically did. I mean, he dies. Sure, the Titan powers are gone now. That's a great thing, but he dies, and the Marleyans are about to shoot up all the Eldians right off the bat when all the Titans are gone. And then you see in the time skip, they have an army and they're a nation and all that shit. You have Historia at the front hold. You see the Azumabito woman in the back, too. They have this alliance going on. They have a military. They're doing their own shit. But, I mean, they're still at war, and people still fucking hate them. So, you know, on that whole scenario, he didn't really do much. So, yeah, that was some weird shit. That was some weird shit, man. I don't know, man. It's like I said like 8 times already in this ending, in this video. It leaves a lot to be desired. And maybe this can get retconned. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe we do see that. I have no idea. But regardless, I have a feeling I'm going to change my opinion on it when I actually watch it in the anime. I think the anime might sway me a little more towards the ending, because it's a very romantical last chapter. That's what 139 is all about. Like, the whole chapter of 139 is gonna happen in like 10 minutes, maybe even less, maybe like 7 minutes, 5 minutes even. I don't know. It's gonna be very theatrical, and I think it has a lot of potential to look really nice, that last episode in Attack on Titan. So I can't wait for the anime. I think the anime is gonna make the ending look a lot better than in the manga, for sure. Because you're going to get scenes of everybody in the future, all that shit. And then you're finally, last scene, you're going to get the bird and fucking Mikasa, all that shit. Which, by the way, the bird, really weird. Was he, like, dropping memories? Like, is Eren the bird in real time? Like, back from, like, chapter 1. Is this dude the bird and he's just dropping the memories on everybody? Because you know Eren was fucking with everybody's memories back in the day. That was a really weird one. Like I said in the reaction video yesterday, I really liked the first half of that chapter. I thought it was sick. They're visiting the volcano, the ice, all that shit. I thought it was cool. But, you know, some of the logic, and really throughout the whole last 10 chapters, some of the logic with the paths and Attack on Titan and all that shit, it makes no sense. It really doesn't. So that's weird shit. That's some weird shit there. Also, the whole Bertold thing, that just came out of nowhere, in my opinion. Last chapter, 139. That came out of nowhere. He was controlling the Fritz Titan to eat his mother? Did he create a new timeline or some shit doing that? I don't fucking know. I really don't. So was Fritz, the Fritz wife, was she supposed to get the Colossal Titan in a different timeline? I don't know, man. A lot of shit, a lot of weird shit. I will say, though, it's a good ending to you know, theorize about and talk about. People are going to be talking about this ending for a while, for sure. And on that front, it's very efficient. It's very good, for sure. But as a whole, I think I rate this ending a 7 out of 10. The series as a whole, I rate it high, man. I still love Attack on Titan. It's some good shit. I'm going to be rewatching the anime to prepare myself for part 2 of Season 4. It's going to be sick. Like I said, I think the final parts of Season 4 of the anime are going to be really nice. I think these chapters might look really good in the anime, and I think it might help me change my perspective on the ending. So I'm going to hold out for that. I think it's going to be really nice. But, yeah, man, I'm on the side that says, hey, Eren, you should just flatten the fucking world. And maybe we would have seen some cool shit. Like Evangelion, that's what I was saying, dude. It would have been so cool. I don't know. Guys, let me know down below. What do you think about this chapter? What are your thoughts? It's been a day. It's been like 24 hours, man. Has your opinion changed at all? I don't know. Let me know. How would you have liked to end Attack on Titan if you could have ended it? How would you have liked it? You have to redo like the last 10 chapters. Like I said, you can't just judge the series based off this one chapter. It's the last 10 chapters, bro. The last arc that leads you to this point. So, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to have another Attack on Titan video coming up probably sometime this week. It's going to be called, what am I going to call it? How I would have ended Attack on Titan. Yeah, that sounds good. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.